Hi, this is Danny Ryan, and welcome to the Three Wheel Podcast. Today, we're going to continue on with the series of interviews that we're doing of people who work at Three Wheel. And today, I've got Grant Lewis with me. He's a software engineer for Three Wheel. Thanks for joining me, Grant.
Hi, thanks. Morning, Danny.
Good morning. Good morning. So, tell me more about what do you do in your role at Three Wheel as software engineer?
So right now I'm contracted to an employer that's doing a lot with internet collaboration within their corporation. So I deal a lot with SharePoint as well as some Jive and other collaboration software platforms.
Very cool. Very cool. So when you're not dealing with these collaboration platforms, and you have any favorite hobbies that you have outside of work, or what do you typically do on your weekends?
So I'm a fairly avid guitar player. I've been playing for about a decade now. Got into it. My dad was a guitar player and picked some up after him, and I've been playing for a long time now, so I enjoy doing that, and also enjoy spending some time in nature. My family's got a cabin up in Blairsville, Georgia, so I get up to the mountains as often as I can, me and my wife, and play with our bulldog as well.
That's awesome. So the thing I love about these interviews is I get to learn new things about folks at Three Wheel. So tell me more about this. About is there a certain type of guitar that you like to play, or and sort of how did you pick that up from your dad? That's how you originally picked it up?
Yeah, that's right. So he was a guitar player as long as I can remember, and um, sometime around my mid-teens started picking it up, and I just felt like it was a good hobby and really had a lot of passion around it. Um, as far as musical styles, I think I'm all over the map. I like to try to challenge myself. So I think it started with rock, more contemporary rock, and then moved into more classic rock. And since that time, I've tried to branch out into even more styles. I play a little bit of classical guitar, a little bit of jazz, a little bit of blues. So can't say I'm very talented at those styles, but I certainly do try.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you like nature, getting up to, oh, this awesome, getting up to, really enjoyable getting up to the Georgia mountains. And you said you had a bulldog. Are you a UGA fan, or or did the family have one coming growing up, or tell me more about that?
No, no, actually, Auburn grad, so can't claim to be a Bulldog fan. Um,
You're one of those. I forgot. Oh.
yeah, that's right. No, it's something that as I was dating my wife, um, she had always claimed to want, and so after we graduated from college, it was pretty much the first thing we did was go out and get a Bulldog.
Wow. And did you meet your wife at Auburn?
Actually, from high school
Oh,
in
wow.
Melbourne, Florida.
Cool. So high school, or were so you were dating back as far as high school?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so I'll leave it at. I won't ask any more of those types of personal questions. Let's go over. Let's shift over to any favorite TV shows, movies, books, authors that you have.
Sure, yeah. I mean, as far as TV, I like Big Bang Theory. I like the humor there.
Hmm.
Kind of get some of the scientific theories that I think maybe a lot of people don't get, but as a someone coming from a scientific background and has a scientific mind, I think it's pretty funny how they integrate that and get such a wide audience to enjoy that kind of thinking. So I think that's pretty cool. As far as books, I really like Nassim Taleb. I think he's got interesting perspective on things with his Black Swan and his theories of anti-fragility. So I thought that his writings were um, very instructive to me and have altered the way that I think and see the world.
Awesome, awesome, very cool. So I guess a kind of a personal question is what type of phone do you use? Since we have various types across the folks who work at Three Will. And then do you
Sure.
have a favorite app that you have that you seem to come back to?
Yeah, so I'm actually somewhat of an anti-conformist, so I went the Sony route, which I don't see getting a lot of publicity, especially here in the United States. I think they're a little bit more popular abroad. But I've got a Sony Xperia Z1 Compact, which I really like. It's got a small form factor. I'm a bit of a smaller guy myself, so it fits me well, and it has top tier specs. So it was pretty much the smallest top tier phone that I could find at the time. And the other thing I like about it is it's waterproof, so
Oh,
I
nice.
don't have to be too careful around it. I've taken it to the beach before. It can get sandy, and you just rinse it off when I'm out hiking or doing anything. I don't have to worry about my phone. So
And
I really
that's
enjoyed that feature.
and that's running Android?
Yes, it's an
Okay,
Android phone.
gotcha. And then any favorite apps that you have?
Um, to be quite honest, the favorite app that I have is Sony comes packaged with a TV Guide app. So I
Ah,
enjoy just being able to. I don't actually have a DVR or anything. I actually just have over the air. I don't have a cable provider, so don't have any real way to get a sense of what's on other than that app. So that was a big revelation when I found that already came prepackaged and it had a setting for over the air, pulled in all the local Atlanta stations automatically. So that was pretty cool.
very cool. So one last self-serving question. What do you like working, what do you like about working at ThreeWill?
I think the biggest thing about ThreeWill is the people. I've really enjoyed just the kindness and helpfulness that I found there. And then I think the other thing is just the amount of things that we get to touch. So our internet is constantly being updated with new and exciting technologies. And it's just nice to see so much fresh thinking and different ideas being used on a daily basis.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, for folks, I know we don't put this out in the public, but Grant was the three-wheeler of the month. And he continues to surprise us as far as what he picks up, and it's just been a great person to work with, and everybody loves working with you, Grant. We really appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Danny.
You betcha. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time to listen, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.